Hello everyone, this is Garrett and this is Super Panda Adventures. And the last time we played, I said I was gonna make a decision. And I'm still not really sure what the best course of action is, but I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna put more points into my shuriken because I forgot to do that the last time. But yeah, I don't really know what the best course of action is, so I'm just gonna go with this one because it's easier. Like, the way of the dragon stuff, it's actually kind of tricky to do. And doing this, you get a few more, like, power orbs in this direction, so it just makes it a bit easier. But the downside is, I think you would have to backtrack a bit more to get everything there is in the game. I'm not actually sure if that's even true, though, so, yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with this one, and in the end, it really doesn't matter anyway, because it's gonna be one video pretty much dedicated to going back anyway, so shouldn't really matter too much. But let's talk to the sage.
There you are, Foo. I hope it wasn't too difficult to find me here.
Not really. So where's the spaceship?
Understand that you can't just fly the spaceship from the robots. Their minds work very differently from ours.
You mean I wouldn't understand how it works? Well, I guess I have to build my own spaceship then.
Precisely. But before we can begin with collecting the parts for that, you will need the red key of this place.
How do I even know I can trust you? Maybe you are working with the robots.
You do know that Master Wushu and I knew each other very well, right?
Yes, but how come he never told me much about you?
Let's not digress too much, Foo. Please go and get the red key, okay? It lies in the ruins to the east.
And rather, it just lies on the left. But, you know, I'm gonna say it lies in the ruins to the east, because that sounds cooler than... But, yeah. Previously, these ruins were just entirely blocked off. There would just be this yellow block, and you wouldn't be able to get through it. But the moment you talk to the sage, that yellow block disappears, and we can just walk through it and destroy everything that we feel like destroying on our little path to victory, because you can't just get some victory without destroying a few civilizations. And that is exactly what we are going to do. More evil robot menaces. But fortunately, we have stun, and it's really, really good. And we don't really have much to worry about in this area, because there's a lot of health power-ups and stuff, and we never really have to go back here anyway. I found a red key. Maybe the sage will tell me where to look for the spaceship parts now. Maybe he will, and I'm sure we will find out shortly, because the sage is roughly 10 feet away from us, so let's go to the right and see if the sage is still there. After all this, he is! Excellent!
You found a red key. Good. Go down and right through the red door to find the spaceship parts.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down and then right. And this would basically be one of the places where we wouldn't need to backtrack anymore if we did the Way of the Dragon stuff first, because there's going to be something nearby which we would have been able to get had we have done that first. But there you go. It doesn't really matter too much, as I've said previously. And as such, we are just going to ignore it for now, and we'll just come back for it later when we have the necessary means of acquiring the possible requirements to get that. I don't know where this statement is going, but whatevs. Like, we would have been able to jump up here, basically, and that would have been pretty cool. But oh well, we'll just have to live with not doing that for now. Kill that guy who does so much damage. It's kind of scary every time I fight him. Unfortunately, stunning things makes them unable to attack me, so that's pretty cool. And there's a broken spaceship over here. So what am I looking for now? Take the shiny stuff! Whoa! Don't surprise me like that, Fiona. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. Let's grab some of this high-tech equipment that's not damaged too much. And we got a toaster, an NES controller, and a gear. Awesome. Somehow Fu can turn this into his own awesome spaceship. Fu, I'm afraid we need a lot more parts than this to build our own spaceship. I know. Maybe we could find some more crashed spaceships to get more parts. Good idea. I remember the crashed ship on the top of this mountain. You know, the one where you found me. Perfect. Let me climb up this mountain and look for the spaceship parts at the crash site. And we have our next course of action. Break those last two boxes because we are capable of doing so now. And make our way backwards again. Also, one thing I think I forgot to mention is I wasn't really sure how the diamonds that kind of spin around me, how they work, why you would just get more of them suddenly. But I think what it has to do with is that Adobe Updates is currently covering my screen, so I'm going to get rid of that. And that the amount of power orbs you put into your armor, like basically the level, like right now it's level 3, and I can have 3 gems around me. And the moment I level it up to level 4, I'll have 4 gems and so forth. And that's why you start off with 1 gem, obviously, because you'll just have 1 armor bit, and that will be enough for 1 armor. And the sage is gone now, which is kind of sad. I was hoping to tuck in some more. But sadly, the sage is not really interested in our antics of climbing up the mountain, because we have climbed up this mountain before, and once again, this is pretty much going to be roughly the same as the last time. But fortunately, Meow is here to make things more interesting.
Glad to see you made it up here, Foo.
I don't understand this. Why do you need me for this, Meow? You seem to be much faster than me.
Let me tell you a little secret about me. I only look like a tough ninja, but really, I'm a coward.
Come on, you're joking.
No, really. I'm afraid of these robots. That's why I need you to deal with them.
Maybe you're scared of robots, but you're still brave enough to find all these machines.
Thanks, Foo. Alright, let's finish this. Move left from this position to reach the machine. Good luck.
And more yellow blocks break the moment Meow's presence makes it so, because without Meow, those blocks will just stay there forever, and it makes it quite tricky to even get past it, because, yeah, I can't really jump from the middle of the sky right now, sadly. We can't really fly either, and we won't really get any ability that allows us to fly, so we're just gonna go to the left right now, and we told Meow, and Meow told us what we have to do. And it's pretty scary. There's a lot of stuff here, and there's not really that many healing items, but once again, the hammer stuns everything really good, and fortunately I had some luck there and got some of my health back with that 1 point into getting 5 health back randomly, which I'm still very happy with. That's like the main reason, just to put 1 point in, because it'll happen every now and then, and it's never bad, so why not, right? I mean, it might be more useful to just have an extra point into like critical strikes, because the extra damage is quite nice, but I don't know. There's a lot of choices you can make in the leveling in this game, and none of them are really wrong. It's just that it kind of affects your playing style. Like, I really don't think I'll be putting more points into magic from this point on, but it can be really useful, you know? So it just depends on how much you really use it. But for now, I'm pretty much going to be focusing exclusively on stuff like weapon damage, critical strikes, and stuff like that. Like, from that point on, I'll probably put more points into shield, so we'll survive a bit more. But for now, gonna put some more points into critical strikes, because once that's on level 10, it'll happen so incredibly frequently that your combo bonuses will just become silly. And it makes the sword a really strong weapon, because I think the sword is the only one that really benefits from that skill. But critical strikes happen also when you charge up your sword like that sometimes. And having that happen frequently makes it deal like 600 damage per hit sometimes, and that's just really a large amount, so there you go. Headache machine, we found it, gonna destroy it, we broke it, got the yellow key, and now we're going back to Meow to tell him the great things we've done. Who is hiding down here?
You've done it, Foo. My headaches, they're gone.
I couldn't have found these machines without you, Meow. We're a team.
You know, Foo, I've never been good with words, but I want to tell you another secret about me.
What is it?
Not here. Please meet me on Oasis Island. I want to talk to you in private.
And that's exactly what we're going to do a later time. For now, we are going to continue climbing this mountain, because there is another spaceship that requires our attention. And as such, we need to go up it, because without spaceships, how are we going to build a spaceship, right? Because you can only build a spaceship out of more spaceship. And while there is nothing here really, there is a secret switch hidden below here, which only leads us to some experience, but once again, experience, as I've said about 8,000 times in this playthrough so far, it's kind of nice to get. It never hurts, never gives us any problems, it just gives us more nice things. And I do like nice things quite a bit, so gonna get as much of that as stuff as possible. And make sure that we will survive. Also, we can go here now, because we got the red key from the sage. Well, not really from the sage, but he told us where to get it. And that allows us to go here. And this is just another optional thing. This is actually something you don't need at all. And the item we'll get here isn't really, like, super good. But, you know, it's a thing, and we can collect it, so I will, because otherwise we wouldn't have everything at the end of this game, and that would be very unfortunate. Because I want to get everything at the end of this playthrough. This will be a 100% playthrough. I've decided at, like, part 6. But whatevs. We are going to get 100% of all items in this game. Not going to level everything up to level 10, because that does take quite some time. And it is very doable, I think. I don't actually know if there's a level cap thinking about it, because I never actually tried, but it is, you do get to some points where you just get so much experience that it's just ridiculous. So there are definitely a few areas where leveling up is just a lot quicker than the areas we've visited so far. But that's later in the game, and we won't really need to concern with those things right now. We just need to concern ourselves with getting more nice things. And one of these nice things is right here, the Rose of Vengeance, as we skipped the description earlier. Gives you a chance of 20% to create a damaging energy burst around you when taking damage. So basically every time I get a hit, there's a chance this will happen. And that's kind of nice, I guess, but because I do kind of take a lot of damage while playing this game, because I'm not a very careful person while playing this. And there's a lot of health items, so I usually just risk it. But it's actually sort of useful for one of the areas we're going to be visiting quite shortly from now, so it's kind of just a good idea to get it in general. And that is the reason why I kind of went out of my way to get that red key first in the Sandy Hills area. Because then we'll have the second part immediately as well, before we actually get to the scary part. Well, not really scary part, but a part where it's kind of useful to have. And there you go. We have pretty much reached the spaceship again now. Still pretty much the same voyage. I don't know if there's actually any more enemies since the last time, but there you go. We found a spaceship and we get it. This is the other one. Let's see if it has some more usable parts here. And we get a magnet, a radio, and a thing that looks like a phone, I guess. I don't know. It's probably a phone. Just put it together and you have a perfectly operative spaceship, right? This stuff looks so futuristic. I don't know about that. Do you really think this will work? No doubt, and I already know the perfect guy who can build us a ship for us. Randolph! You mean that little bearded Smith guy from the Cherry Mountain camp? Of course. I bet he will not even hesitate for us a second to help us craft our own super awesome spaceship. Sounds like a plan. Let's go to the Cherry Mountain camp. And that's across the corner, so we're gonna go there. And as you can probably suspect, building a spaceship never really goes as you plan. And just like that, there's a sign here. When you read this sign, it means I'm currently not available. Please talk to Tyler, please. Signed, Randolph. And Tyler, he doesn't look so good anymore.
Hello, Foo. How can Tyler help?
Tyler?
Yes, person name is Tyler. Panda name is Foo. Panda come to Tyler. Panda need help.
Tyler, is that really you? You seem different.
Tyler normal. Tyler cool dude like always. Panda body temperature abnormal. Panda have problem?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I was looking for Randolph. Have you seen him lately?
Tyler have not seen dwarf man with name Randolph. Panda seems stressed. Panda want some pills?
What? Pills? No thank you. Well, guess I gotta go then. Bye.
Goodbye, Panda. Talk again if Panda want pills or brain altered.
Yeah, let's talk to him again.
Panda talk again. Panda wants colorful pills to make Panda feel good. How about nice little brain surgery? Only a little bit.
No, I have stuff to do now, so bye. And yeah, Tyler doesn't look so good anymore. He looks a little bit queasy, but I'm sure there's nothing to really worry about. I'm sure it's all just a giant ruse, and I am just gonna get this experience because otherwise I'm gonna spend my money forever. Not really gonna spend everything because I can't really be bothered, but I'm gonna level up my critical strikes because they are awesome. Paige, what are you doing here?
I was actually looking for Tyler. I want to borrow his crayons. Is something wrong?
Something happened with Tyler. He's a robot now.
But the robots cannot just turn someone into someone of them. Maybe they have created a replica of Tyler.
A replica? But it's not. If that robot is not Tyler, then where is he?
Usually, when robots create a replica, they abduct the victim and take them off planet.
But Tyler couldn't even see the robots. They just look like normal people to him.
Yes, most humans have lost their connection to nature and the universe. They cannot recognize robots as what they are.
How am I gonna get to craft my spaceship now? They have probably taken Randolph as well.
If you're looking for Randolph, I just saw him at his garage in Sandy Hill. Maybe you should look for him there.
And maybe we should. Maybe Randolph is just chilling out there, wondering what's going on in all this shenaniganery. And we will find out very shortly, because that is the next destination. Pretty much gonna avoid or ignore Way of the Dragon for now. And also gonna ignore Mr. Meow or Miss Meow, whatever you want to call it. For now, we're gonna go to that island a little bit later, because I feel like it. I just feel like that is the proper direction to go into right now. And that is my decision. So there you go. Let's talk to Randolph. Hey Randolph, glad to see you're okay.
Of course, Vu. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, because of all these evil machine men that are abducting people.
Can't say that I've seen anything like that fit this description. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I have these high-tech UFO items, and I was hoping you could use them to craft a spaceship for me.
Wow, this stuff looks so futuristic.
I know, right? So, can you build it?
Sure thing, but I need your help with it. Every time I try to craft something outside, I get attacked by douche birds.
These birds can be really nasty.
When you're ready to defend me, talk to me again and I'll craft the spaceship for you.
Let's talk to them again.
Here they come. Protect me while I craft your spaceship.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be fighting off a lot of birds because, yeah, these birds, they're gonna try to stop him from creating a spaceship, and that would be horrible. There's gonna be a lot of birds. Like, this is gonna be a pretty silly amount, and it is kind of fun to just try to kill them all at the same time, because it gives you a nice combo bonus and it makes it kind of worthwhile. Thinking about it, it probably would have been a better idea not to level up, because then the moment that combo bonus hit, it would probably just instantly make all my health come back again. And this area can be sort of tricky. Like, I wouldn't be overly surprised if I would die. I would just be really annoyed because it's, I don't know. Like, you don't really need to protect him for too long. And they all drop stuff. Like, that one dropped a shield, and that puts like a quarter of our shield back again, so that's really good. And they die from pretty much one hit of everything, so it's really not too difficult. But you do have to be careful because there are a lot of them. And yeah, again, the problem with these birds is they don't deal a lot of damage, but there's so many of them, and yeah, it can be a bit tricky to hit them sometimes. So, but again, they just drop another shield, and it's just really useful. Sadly, when they die in this platform, the object actually falls on top of it, and we just can't reach that right now. So yeah, try to make sure you just kind of kill them in the middle here. But aside from that, Randolph is doing a pretty good job of creating that spaceship right now. So I'm pretty sure we won't really have anything to worry about. That shield just keeps going back up again because of all these nice birds. And yeah, pretty much just gonna be killing birds for a while. Although that spaceship is already starting to look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. That is a pretty nice looking spaceship. And I feel that will definitely take us outwards into the sky, into the sunset. And it's pretty impressive that Randolph was able to build this out of the things we gave him, because there was like a toaster and then well, whatever. Let's just talk to him again. He finished our spaceship and all the birds are gone now, because once you finish building, the birds disappear, because why not?
It's done.
Yay!
I'm sorry it's a bit small, but all I had to work with was a toaster and some rather useless garbage.
It's the best spaceship I've ever seen. Thank you so much, Randolph.
Sure thing. And what is your next plan? Travel into outer space? Discover new worlds?
I will go onto the planet of the robots and save the princess.
Well, that sure does sound exciting. If you decide to come back here, the spaceship can be traveled multiple times.
So I'm not stuck at the robot planet once I'm there, and I can freely travel between both worlds now.
Yes, you can now travel between worlds with this spaceship. No need to worry about to get stuck anywhere.
Great. Thanks for everything. Gotta go now, Randolph. Take care.
Good luck on your adventure, Fu. Come back and visit me if you like.
And that is the final sentence he ever has to say. Like, when we go back to him, he just won't say anything. He's kind of rude like that, but we'll just leave him at that. He will just sit there with his trusty beard, and we will go into space. And so, the brave Panda Fu went into outer space on his quest to save the lovely Princess Maya. The only person with him was Fiona, trapped inside a black stone. Wow, I've never seen the stars so clear like that, Fiona marvels. So you're really going to do this? Travel to the robot planet to save your girl? She asks. Yes, Fiona. I'm the only one who can save her. The robots might be powerful, but I'll find a way to rescue the princess, Fu says as the robot world becomes bigger and bigger in front of them. You know, Fu adds, I'm not even afraid anymore. When my journey started, I was so scared, but now, it almost seems like a dream. I know, Fu, Fiona replies. I feel the same. And now, we are on the destroyed robot planet type thingy. And our uncle is here. Howdy, Fu. How did you get here? How did I get here? Uncle Bob, what are you doing on this planet?
What do you mean? I stepped onto a bus that said it goes to the beach. Isn't this the beach?
Oh, Uncle, come inside my spaceship and I'll take you back home.
No need for that, lad. In fact, some metal dude told me about some magic guitar that can be found at this place.
A magic guitar? On this planet?
Yeah, the dude looked like a tin can and said you can get a magic guitar here and I'm going to find it.
Okay, Uncle, don't move. I'll look for the magic guitar and bring it to you when I find it.
Groovy.
I appreciate that, son. And that is a journey for next time. There is a sign here. Please do not upset the sheeple by the management. And there are some sheeple here. Everyone hates the management. They are lying to us every day, poisoning our food and water and spy on us. Why don't you get rid of the management then? Because we need the management. That is so obvious. Are you an idiot? Bah! And yeah, they're pretty much all like this. I don't see a reason of personal registration code on you. If you are property of the management, you need a registration. But I'm not property of anyone. That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. Now get out of my sight. And yeah, they've lost some of their mind, I'm afraid, which is kind of a shame, but there you go. Just gonna briefly go over here because there are some items awaiting for us. The management hates us, and we hate the management, but that's just how the world works. Oh, Sheeple. I do like the name Sheeple, though. I haven't heard that name in quite some time now. But there you go. They are the people, the sheeple, and we are just going to leave them at their own little business. And instead of talking to the sheeple, well, except for this one, this place looks so boring and dull. What happened to creativity, inspiration, and fantasy? The management says that's crazy. They redefine our drinks and toothpaste to get rid of these crazy thoughts. Yeah, let's talk to this guy instead. He has an eye patch.
Hey, you. Do you believe in robots? Have you met them? I know they exist, but no one believes me.
Robots? Of course they exist. That's the whole reason why I've come to this planet.
Really? You do? Wonderful! Finally, I've found an ally who can help me bring this tyranny of evil down.
Tyranny of evil? That sounds exactly like the robots I'm looking for.
You know, I like you, Panda. You seem to be alright. Not like all these mindless sheeple around here.
What is wrong with these sheep?
Their minds have been dumbed down with evil radio frequencies. But if you help me, we can free their minds.
So, I will help you free the sheep, and you will help me free the princess. Sounds fair?
Good. Take the circuit board and stick it inside the giant machine at the radio station. That's all. Got it?
Stick the radio circus in the station billboard. On my way. You got the circuit board. Bring it to the radio station and stick it inside the giant machine. And that is our goal for the next time. I'm going to take a little break here, so I hope you enjoyed it so far. And the next time we play, we're going to put a circuit board in the circus machine to do robot stuff. Bye-bye.